One of the most common questions I get from you guys is when I'm going to review the Oticon Intent and give you my usual real-life feedback. They launched last year with a bang, but the question now, after about a year, have they lived up to the hype? Let's find out what changed, what improved, and what you absolutely need to know if you're considering buying them in 2025. I'm also going to be reviewing the Oticon Connect clip that in my opinion is an absolutely required accessory. I'm Guy, your hearing health coach. I myself have been managing severe hearing loss and severe tinnitus for around 15 years now. I've been using these hearing aids intensively for the past few days, so I can test pretty much every situation possible. You know me by now, I'm going to tell you exactly how they work in real-world scenarios. After I go through the most important things, I'm also going to cover price and some important information about Oticon release cycle. So let's start with sound quality. I'm going to divide this to two different categories. One is the sound quality of everything that you hear around you through your hearing aids into your ears, and the other one is streaming sound quality. Oticon pretty much pushed all the technologies to the next level. Things like the deep neural network and more sound intelligence are really helping in separating speech from noise and making conversations clearer. Just like other hearing aids I reviewed recently, Oticon employs deep neural network to separate speech from noise around you and amplify only the speech. They do it by scanning your environment 1,000 times per second, and any sound that is not speech is being filtered out. So now it's Deep Neural Network version 2 and More Sound Intelligence version 3. The hearing aids now include a 4-dimensional sensor. This means that head movements where you're looking or where you're turning to is actually telling the hearing aids where to focus. So if you're in a party and you turn around to speak to someone else, the hearing aids will focus their attention in that direction. If you're in a noisy restaurant and you turn your head to someone, the same thing will happen. As you can see, the hearing aids have that angle-shaped body that really helps the hearing aids to focus forward to where you're looking. When it comes to streaming sound quality, the hearing aids are a little bit disappointing. They give you a pretty good and pretty clear sound quality, but the sound lacks body or lacks power. So if you're listening to music or watching videos, they sound a little bit too tinny or high pitch. Now I will show you later how I use the Oticon programming software to actually get the best streaming quality that I could from these hearing aids. After I did my own tweaks, it was actually pretty reasonable. Now I totally understand if you're not the kind of person that is going to program your own hearing aids, but you can share this video with your audiologist and show them exactly what they need to do. So let's talk about connectivity and Bluetooth. This is where this little device, the Connect clip, become crucial. Now this is just my opinion, but if you want to connect to your computer or TVs, or you would like a remote microphone for those really noisy and challenging environments, it all happens with this small gadget. And on that note, I just want to say a quick thank you to Zip Hearing that sent me the hearing aids and this gadget so that I can create this real-life review and share it with you. So when we are talking about Bluetooth, Oticon's Bluetooth was never really their strong point. There were always some challenges with Android phones, and even iPhones had some issues. In the Oticon Intent, they added Bluetooth LE. This is the most efficient Bluetooth protocol, and you may have heard of it as Bluetooth Oracast. In the near future, we are expecting more public venues to support Bluetooth Oracast, which will support streaming the audio straight into your hearing aids. The most common examples are theaters, airports, churches, that will allow you to get the best sound quality of announcements, information, or the ceremony that you participated in straight into your hearing aids. In addition, this protocol now broadens the support to Android phones. iOS devices are still supported by the Made for iPhone protocol. If you're interested in these hearing aids, I still recommend that you go on Oticon website and check the compatibility with your devices. It's better to do that in advance and not get disappointed. The Connect Clip accessory is something that you will have to purchase in addition to the hearing aids. If you're using the Oticon Intent and you want to be able to connect to all these devices, this is a necessity. Now the nice thing about this accessory that it can function also as a remote microphone in really noisy situations. So let's say that I'm in a restaurant and it's really noisy around me and there are multiple conversations and there's someone across from me that I'm trying to hear and I'm having a hard time. I can hand them this microphone and they can just hang it on their shirt just like I do with this microphone. And you will hear their voice clear into your ears across the table, and all the background noises will fade away. And of course you can also hand it to other people as you need to. The Connect Clip can actually hold the definitions of your computer, tablet and TVs in it, so you don't have to pair it every time. You just need to connect to it quickly and you're good to go. Lastly, you can also use it as a small remote control and change the volume right from this device. So I could be holding it in my pocket or out of view of people and change the volume as I need to. So overall, really nifty and really cool device. If you're looking for new hearing aids, but all these options are confusing for you and you're not really sure what are the best hearing aids for your needs and your budget, I'm here to help. I offer free consultations where we can go over all your needs and your budget, and I will find you the best hearing aids at the best price. Please see the link in the description below and schedule the best time that works for you. The hearing aids battery will last you for around 20 hours. You could be streaming for hours or using a speech clarity program for hours, and you're still gonna have enough hours to finish a full day. But if you had to for whatever reason, you can put them in the charger for 30 minutes and that will give them 8 more hours. So finishing full days with these hearing aids should really not be a problem. I do want to mention though that the charger that you get by default does not hold chargers in it. You would have to plug it into the power in order to charge the hearing aids. But Oticon does offer a travel charger, but it will be an extra accessory that you have to purchase. And really quick, these hearing aids are rated IP68, which means that for normal users, water, rain, or dust should really not be a problem. Just don't go swimming with them and you should be fine. The other quick thing that I want to mention is that the button on the hearing aids is no longer a rocker button, which means that if you want to turn the volume up or down using the buttons, you'll have to use the right to up the volume and the left to down the volume. You cannot do it on the same button. I'm going to go over the app now, but I'm going to do it at a real high level. Please let me know in the comments below if you would like to see a full review of the app and all the features. One of the main gripes that I have with these hearing aids is that you can only have 4 programs, and you as a hearing aid user cannot create any custom programs. And this also means that any changes that you want for those programs, you really need to work with your audiologist. I will briefly show you how you can actually program your own hearing aids, but as you guys already requested for me, I plan to do a complete programming tutorial very soon. So from a user perspective, you can switch programs using the arrows right here or using the buttons on your hearing aids. Now one nice feature that this application has, it gives you a separate equalizer control for streaming and for normal sound. This means that you can control the streaming frequencies separate from the sound around you. Just like other manufacturers, you can also use the app to do remote care sessions, where audiologists would connect to your hearing aids through the app and make changes based on your feedback. As I mentioned before, the streaming quality of these hearing aids is not really great. You can see in this screenshot how I use the programming software to really fine-tune the streaming sound quality. I had to use multiple functions of the programming software, but once I did all of that, I was able to get good sound quality. I literally had to go into the music program and increase the gain on some of the lower frequencies. That really helped giving the sound more power and more body. On the accessory screen for the Connect clip specifically, I changed the quality of the sound to be more full, and I enabled power bass. All these settings together gave me a much better streaming experience from these hearing aids. The other main gripe that I have with this application and the hearing aids is that they do not allow you to adjust anything about your situation. Many other hearing aids allow you to adjust directionality, noise control, and other attributes at a given moment when you need it. So let's say that I go to a very challenging and very noisy environment and the AI on the hearing aids is not doing the best job. This may happen to the best hearing aids because it's almost impossible to foresee every situation and every environment. Not being able to adjust speech focus, noise reductions, and other attributes at a given moment really ties your hands together. You are at the mercy of the program that you chose and the AI in the hearing aids, which may turn into a problem in some situations. I'm not saying that you will encounter this all the time. This may be once a week or once a day for you or once a month. But when it happens, I guarantee it's going to be frustrating. Since you only have 4 programs to work with, and given the streaming quality adjustments that you will have to make, finding the right audiologist is really key with these hearing aids. You really want to make sure that you find someone that will take the time and really fine-tune the hearing aids for your needs. If they are not willing to customize streaming quality per your request, you're just not going to get the best performance out of these hearing aids. When it comes to speech clarity, these hearing aids are very good. There's only one other hearing aid that can be considered a competitor in speech clarity. That's of course the Phonak Sphere Infinio. In the very near future, I'm going to do a full comparison video between these two hearing aids where I will compare all the real-life features and functions. Right now, these two hearing aids, when it comes to speech clarity, are on their own level. So if this is something that really interests you, make sure to subscribe and turn on all notifications to the channel. You can see that Oticon did a really good job when it comes to deep neural network. They also improved Bluetooth by adding Bluetooth Low Energy, and the 4-dimensional sensor really helps you in noisy and challenging environments. Now let's talk about 2 things that are really important if you're considering these hearing aids. The first thing is the release cycle of Oticon. They typically have a major release with major advances, and then they have like an update release. And then after that they will have a major release, and so on. Now, of course, Oticon can always break from that cycle and do something different, but right now we are not expecting any major features or any new model until 2026. The other thing that is important to consider, if Bluetooth connectivity is important for you, you would need the Connect clip. This will also give you remote microphone and remote control in the same accessory, but it's about $250 extra. If a travel charger is important to you, that will be another accessory that you will have to purchase. Lastly, the Oticon Intent comes in 4 technology levels. I would really recommend that you stay away from level 4 as it cuts down too many features. Level 1 and level 2 are probably the best technology levels, and level 3 is reasonable as well. The best recommendation I can give you when it comes to technology levels is get the best one you can based on your budget. Remember that if you need help, I'm here for you. I offer free consultation and I can almost guarantee the best price you can get on the market for the hearing aids that match your needs and your budget. Please see the link in the description below and schedule the best time that works for you. If you want to see the full review of the Phonak Sphere Infinio, check that video right here. I also have a full playlist of many reviews that you can check right here. I'll see you over there.